Hello, friends. I'm sitting down right away today because I have a job to do before I ring the bell. Before I ring the bell, this is first Play-Doh. This is the Play-Doh card. And before I ring the bell, I want to do something with Play-Doh so I have it later. Do you know what Play-Doh is? Do you ever have Play-Doh? Do you have Play-Doh now? So sometimes in my life, I would have been able to say, yes, I have Play-Doh. Well, I would have said, yes, I know Play-Doh is. And then I would have said, yes, I have Play-Doh. Then there are times I would have been like, no, I don't have any Play-Doh, but I know what it is. There are going to be times when people are like, I don't know what Play-Doh is, and I don't think I have any. No matter what you are right now about Play-Doh, I'm going to be making something. If you have it, you can make it too. If you don't have it, you could just watch me make it. This is my little Play-Doh container. I already opened it up. I already took off this lid, and I made sure to put the lid back on later so it doesn't get dried out. And this is my little Play-Doh blob. And what I'm trying to make is a round pumpkin shape before I ring the bell. So you can do it like by just, if your fingers move like this, you could just keep moving them around and around until it looks like a roundish shape. And remember, this is your work, your sculpture. Whatever you say it is because you're the artist, right? So some people would look at that and be like, oh, that's not a very good pumpkin. That doesn't look like a pumpkin. I made it, and if I call it a pumpkin, it's a pumpkin. That's it. That's the end of the story. The other technique people might do to smooth it is they might roll it between their hands. This can often be tricky for people until their hands are used to doing this motion. But you roll it between your hands, or I'm going to have my Play-Doh disappear and I'm going to put it on the table right by me. So maybe you could see that, you can tell that my arm is moving, but you can't see the Play-Doh because it's on the table. I'm rolling it on the table right now with one hand. And then I'll lift it up to show you. Oh yeah, I got that pretty smooth. This little Play-Doh pumpkin, I'm calling it a pumpkin. It's a pumpkin. I have to save mine for later. If you have Play-Doh, you might keep playing with Play-Doh. Or if you don't have Play-Doh, you might keep thinking about Play-Doh. But I'm going to take a break. I'm going to stop doing Play-Doh work. And I'm even going to stop thinking about Play-Doh because I have to ring the bell so we can start circle time. I finished the job I had to finish first. And now it's circle time. When you hear the bell ring, it's time for circle time. When you hear the orange bell ring, I will start circle time. Circle time, circle time. Now I will start circle time. Next we take a breath, circle time. Do you know this animal? It's circle time. So this is the most realistic one I could find at our preschool. This one has a lot of different body parts. This is the body part we need to do next. We're going to do some talk about this body part. If you're thinking that this is an elephant, we're thinking the same thing. If you're thinking elefante, we're thinking the same thing. This long elephant trunk is the elephant's nose. And this elephant is putting their nose up. This is my nose, and I'm going to be putting my nose up for the breath as well. Our breath today is an elephant breath. So you can get a little elephant trunk out with one finger, two fingers, put it right by your own nose. And then we take a deep breath in. And when we take a breath in, our trunk goes up like this. And now breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. One more elephant breath in. And an elephant breath out. And we're ready to start our day. Before we wish people well, we're going to sing a special song for two friends. We'll wish them well as well, but we also have to talk about their birthday. This is Nolan. This is Eli. These are the birthday friends. These friends are having their birthday. That's why they're wearing their birthday hats. So when we sing for this friend, we'll say, Dear Nolan. And when we sing for this friend, we'll sing, Dear Eli. And then we can think about them when we're wishing them well, that they're the birthday friends. So here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. First, we're going to do Nolan. Happy birthday, dear Nolan. Nolan, you wait right up here because Eli's going to come up with you. Now we'll sing, Happy birthday, dear Eli. Happy birthday to you. Now, these little friends are the birthday friends. They're also already friends that have their names in the box. So now, when I hold up our We Wish You Well box, their names are in here. And your name is in here? Do you know if your name is in here or not? If you don't know, and if you want your name to be in here, you leave me a message. Leave me a message about it so I can put your name in here. We have so many in here. I kind of bet your name is in here. And I'm so glad because we're not together. We're not in the same room still. But we are together with our names in this box, and we're together because we're doing circle time together. So everybody, we know this by now. Of course, we know we're not in the same room right now, and we're together when we do circle time because we're still a school family. And everybody, we wish you well. We wish you well. We wish you well. All through the day today, we wish you well. I have a big job. I have a big job. When I sing the alphabet song, I don't need the cards. That's why I covered it up with that star. That star is a clue that we've got friends whose names start with E. Friends, we have so many today. We have 12. 12. And there maybe are even more. One of the birthday friends starts with our letter E. The letter of the week is E. And one of our friends started with E. When I said Nolan, that starts with N. When I said Eli, Eli starts with E. So this friend has a busy day. This friend is the birthday friend and a golden letter friend. Just watch how many more I have. Here we go. It's a very special day for a lot of people. Are you ready? The letter of the week is E. The letter of the week is E. You know this one. E is for Eli. I better put Eli in the basket. Fill up the basket with our E friends because they got so many I can't hold them all at once. E is for Edwin. E is for Emerson. We've got another Emerson. E is for Emerson. Not done. E is for Emily. E is for Elias. E is for Elliot. E is for Emmett. We are still not done, friends. We're still going. E is for Ezra. E is for Eliza. We're almost done. E is for Look at all these E friends. The letter of the week is E. So many people when they were born or when they were adopted or when they went to a foster family, so many people had the name given to them that started with E. Sometimes it sounds like like elephant. Sometimes it sounds like E, like Eli. But it's a busy E day. And I want to show you what's next. Before we do our letter of the week project, it's this bag right here that I'm going to use. I already took my pieces out. And then I have my E. That's what it's going to look like. I want to ask you something. Do you know what this is? This is only kind of a match to this. This says letter of the week. This is our clue that we have to do our letter of the week project and we have to get our glue out. But usually we get out the glue stick. And is this a glue stick, Miss Kristen? No. This is a glue bottle. And there's a way you can use this for your letter of the week project. But you got to be careful. There's a trick about this. If this whole lid comes off, the hole to get out the glue is so big that it will pour out a lot. There might be projects sometimes where you need a lot of glue at one time, but it will not be for these projects. These do not ever need a lot of glue at one time. So you make that sure the white part of that lid is on tight, and then I go to this orange part. That little white thing right there tells me that this glue bottle is closed. And to open it, I don't twist the white part, I twist the orange part. And then that white thing goes away and you can see the hole. Tiny little hole right there. That means this glue bottle is open. Sometimes there's old glue stuck in there, and then I always pretend I have to be a glue bottle doctor, and I gotta do glue bottle surgery to get it to work again. But I think this one is ready. Oh boy, it is ready because I just squeezed a little bit of glue out. So I'm gonna get my papers, and we're gonna start making our letter E shape. So I need 4 pieces to make my E. And right now, none of them look like the E yet, I don't think. I'll show you what I mean. I'll put this up here so we can work together and you can see me. Like this does not look like the E yet. That just looks like a number 1 or the letter I or lowercase l. Here we got some more little short ones, little shorties I call those. That's not the E yet. Well, look at this part. Remember when we did our breath and we made that little trunk thing? That looks like an elephant trunk. That's what that's supposed to be. And then this is supposed to be part of the elephant, but not the body. Something on the head. The elephant ear. Elephant, where did you go? Here. It's supposed to be the elephant ear. Like that. And I'm going to use a glue bottle. And I'll show you how. I'm still going to put the glue on the paper that I want to put on here. Well, I can take you off, sticker. Thank you for being here. I'm done with you, though. Okay. And then watch and listen to this. It goes like this. A dot does a lot. 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 I didn't need to put so much glue on. A dot does a lot. I'll do it again. This time I'm going to start at the bottom, and I know the E needs a little line at the bottom. So I'm going to get another one of these little ones, and then do I squeeze hard? No. A dot does a lot, like this. I think I'm only going to do 2 dots on this. A dot and stop. A dot and stop. A dot does a lot. A dot does a lot on the bottom. Not down here like that. Like this. And hey, it looks like we just made the letter L or upside down 7 shape. But that's because we're not done with making our E. Next one has to go in the middle. And we're getting pretty good with this. a dot. I'll do 3 this time. A dot. A dot does a lot. A dot. A dot. A dot does a lot. If you make a mistake and get so much. If you make a mistake and get so much, just clean it up somehow. You can use other paper. You can use paper towel. It's washable. It's just really good practice for you to work at that control and getting only a little bit at a time. Well, you look like an upside down letter F. You're supposed to be a representation of E. So I got to keep finishing. The trunk is supposed to be the top of the letter E. A dot. A dot. A dot does a lot. A dot. A dot. A dot does a lot. I got 4 on that time. Oh, and I did a backwards trouble. Friends, look, this is going to be a mistake. I don't want it to go this way. I wanted it to go this way, but I wanted this part to curve up. So you're going to see what to do when there's a mistake with glue. I'm going to wipe it off. I'm going to wipe it off, and I've got a little paper towel here. I'm going to wipe it on the paper towel, and look, I wiped it off. I'm starting over on the other side. The glue will dry clear. So, Miss Kristen, you could have made a mistake. That's how you're going to fix it. A dot does a lot. A dot, a dot, a dot does a lot. And now, this is how I wanted to do it. Because I wanted it to be like the Eve, the elephant. They all had to go this way, and I wanted that to go up high, just like our breath. This is supposed to be a pretend elephant shape with the ear coming next. I'll do 3. A dot. A dot. A dot does a lot. A dot. A dot. A dot does a lot. Elephant. Elephant. Elephant is E. So I know that that isn't very realistic like this is, but it gives a clue about an elephant. Somebody might look at this and think, oh, I bet they're thinking about elephants when they did that. That's what it's supposed to be to do, a representation. So let me show you an elephant book. It's going to go with our song and poem. And I have a different movie about this book. This elephant is doing something. One of the things is realistic, true. One of them is unrealistic, not true. The true thing, if you look in the trunk right here, that elephant is holding a little coin, a little piece of money. Elephants can do that with their trunk. Their trunk can pick up teeny tiny things. The thing that's not realistic is that this elephant is jumping. Well, that's one of the things that's not realistic. It probably isn't realistic for it to hold an umbrella or hold someone's hand either. This elephant is jumping, and in real life, elephants cannot jump. Elephants are not able to jump, and it's because of the way their leg bones have grown. It's a fact. They are animals that do not jump. Most every other animal in the world can jump. Elephants cannot jump. So this song book is a funny one. It's a make-believe or nonsense book. It's silly about Miss Mary Mack. Miss Mary Mack, 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 all dressed in black, 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 with silver buttons, buttons, buttons up and down her back, back, back. She asked her mother, mother, mother for 15 cents, cents to see the elephant, elephant, elephant jump the fence, fence, fence. He jumped so high, 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 he touched the sky, 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 and never came back, back, back till the 4th of July, lie. Do you see how that would be nonsense? Especially because it is October right now. And if that elephant jumped a fence and didn't come back until July, the elephant would be gone. November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, all the way till July. That wouldn't make sense for anyone to be able to jump that far or that high. So this book, I'm going to read the whole book for you. It'll be on a different movie, and it gets really silly. And you'll see that other page that I showed you before with the true coin part. And that's what I need to show you now. Do you know what's in this little package? Have you ever seen any food that looks like this? These are peanuts. A nut, a peanut. Like a food to eat. And they're tiny. They're so tiny. And I'm able to pick them up with my finger. That's the way my hand works. Just like I'm able to pick up my little pumpkin. That's how my hand works. Just like this elephant was able to pick up the coin, and I said it's realistic, it is. That elephant trunk on the end has a little part that is able to pick things up. And an elephant can pick up a peanut and eat it. But here's what I learned when I did some research. The peanuts are so small. The peanuts take so much work for them to open up to get the shell off and then to get out the little peanut part to eat it, that those elephants don't want to eat peanuts very often. They love to eat bark off of trees. So they will eat peanuts, but they don't usually eat peanuts. But you know where the peanuts are often? When there used to be a lot of circuses, like a circus, and there used to be a lot of elephants that would have to work at the circus, the people who were in charge of the circus said, we're going to sell peanuts for the people to eat. And that's how the peanuts became to be so often with elephants. Like, I thought elephants ate peanuts. And then when I read about it, I read, no, they will, but they don't usually. It's just that they were always at the circuses with the elephants. So that's some interesting thing. That's about, if you hear something, find out more, especially if you don't know for sure. Or if you don't know why something is some way, ask the questions, find out more. I like thinking about the elephant. If there was a real elephant here, being able to pick up this little pretend pumpkin. I might worry because I might be like, wait, elephant, it's not a real pumpkin. Don't eat the Play-Doh pumpkin. Wait for some real food. But it would be fun to see them be able to pick it up. If you ever use your fingers like this to pick things up, you might kind of be like you have an elephant trunk. We're going to use this for a poem. There is a poem about 5 little pumpkins. How many pumpkins did I make out of Play-Doh today? 1. But I'm going to make more. Before we do our alphabet action, I'm going to make 5 little pumpkins fast right here. Like this, little blobs. 1, 2. See, you could just make little blobs to be your pumpkin. 3, 4. Okay, scoochy over pumpkins. And 5. And here we go. 5 little pumpkins sitting on the gate. The first one said, oh my, it's getting late. The second one said, there are bugs in the air. The third one said, but we don't care. The fourth one said, let's run and run and run. The fifth one said, I'm ready for some fun. Here comes the spooky part. We pretend the lights go off. Ooh, went the wind and out went the lights. Watch my pumpkins. This is the fun part. And the 5 little pumpkins rolled out of sight. Since they were Play-Doh pumpkins, it was safe for me to let them roll out of sight. And they just rolled on the table, but now I'm going to pick them up. And if they rolled on the floor like they did, I'm going to pick them up because you know what can happen. Play-Doh on carpet. I shake my head like, oh, no, that's not helpful for the carpet. It can stick in there. Play-Doh that's left out and not put back in the container with the lid on, dries up. Might not be able to use it very much longer if it gets all dried up. So I put away my Play-Doh and I get ready for you to think about this elephant trunk again. We already learned that elephants can raise up their trunk. We already learned that elephants can pick up tiny things like money, peanuts, my little Play-Doh pumpkin. There's one more thing that's true about the elephant trunk. A real elephant trunk could pick me up. A real elephant trunk could pick up your grown-ups. An elephant's trunk is so strong, it can pick up hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds. And I would be able just to hold on, or the elephant would be able to hold me. The elephant's trunk is so strong. So when we do our alphabet action today, it's about exercise. And it's about your muscles all over your body. And so when you do your exercise, you might think about how strong that elephant trunk is. Think about your own body and how strong your own body is. Think of all the things you can do. So we're going to start with A. And when we get to E, we're going to go exercise. And you're going to squeeze your muscles as much as you can. Here we go. Add, bow, crunch, dance. Here we go. Exercise. Oh, little friends, I hope you have a wonderful day using your muscles. Maybe, or if you're going to sleep, maybe you can, when you go to sleep, you can lay in bed and you can tighten up your muscles just laying in bed, and then relax your muscles. Tighten up your muscles. Relax your muscles. And one more thing to think about. Sometimes when you go to sleep, you have a binky, a passy, a blankie, a lovey, a special pillow. You might have something that you use to go to sleep. Let me tell you the sweetest elephant thing before we do our goodbye poem. When elephants are babies, they suck their trunk like sometimes humans suck their thumbs. Baby elephants suck their trunks just to help self-soothe, to help them feel safe, and to help them think about their mama and think about nursing. They suck their trunk. So when you go to bed tonight and you're laying there and maybe you have to rest, or if it's rest time or nap time, and you have to be calm with yourself, you could think about that little baby elephant sucking their own trunk to get nice and calm and feel safe. Thank you for being with me today. Finger up. Actually, I'm thinking about a trunk. Let's pretend it's an elephant trunk. Elephant trunk up, hand out, and here we go. Round and round the circle like a sun. 1 step, 2 step, circle time is done. Again, round and round the circle like a sun. 1 step, 2 step, circle time is done. Oh, if you do any elephant work, you show me a picture of it. Your grown-ups will know how to show me a picture of your elephant work. Or if you've got any strong muscle work, you show me a picture of that or a movie of that. I love to see about you. I love to think about you. And I love doing circle time with you. Bye, sweetie pies. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.